Alright, Saturday night I went out. Absolutely abysmal. Horrible. Probably worst night of the year. So, this kind of really helped out a little bit here, this piece of shelving. That I kind of had to bend up because it wasn't this bent, but I needed to bend it up to get it to stay on the trailer. So that's why I kind of, because it was pretty flat still, and I kind of set it in there, but it kind of would slide, and it could go this way and it would fall out. It would have fell out. So I kind of had to bend it up a bit to shove it in there like that, so there's a base and have a lot of the weight on the bottom. So that's what I had to do to get it to stay. I also slapped a strap on it, not that it actually does anything, but on a saw blade that was at a pile on the way down or on the way over. A bottle, a little bit of wire right there, and then at the door, it's buried here in the front. There we go. A little bit of crap. A couple pieces. So, like I said, we'll see if tomorrow's night's any better, but tonight dumpster dive was horrible, so I didn't even bother filming. Then it's super dark out, so you can't see anything really anyways, unless I have like this light in my headlamp. I hate this thing. I'm starting to not like this one because it doesn't quite want to stay when you change the position on it. Kind of wants to fall, so I might have to get a different one. Oh, I gotta remember, put a magnet on my bike. Since we're back to this one, James fixed it. He adjusted it. Now the brakes are tighter, which I don't really like, but as long as I can actually ride the thing. So, like I said, we'll see if there's anything tomorrow, but tonight was not good. Alright, so we're off to a bit of a better start. Picked up this little microwave. It's a tiny one, some brand I've never heard of. But I seen it on my way home. I don't take the direct way home. On Sunday, I look around and I seen this, and as soon as I pulled in the yard, I seen a white pickup truck, not the usual one, a different one, and I seen two chairs sticking out the back, little metal folding chairs. And I seen him, and I kind of watched him. He kept going down the road. It didn't seem like he turned on any side streets. But so I hurried up, grabbed the trailer, went out and got it because I wanted to secure it. I was hoping he wouldn't get to it first. And then I also seen this giant light. James thinks it's for a giant, 100+ gallon fish tank light. He plugged it in, it works. It took a second for that side. The bulb needed to be put in right, but it turned on. So there's that. I don't know, maybe he'll sell it, or we'll see what we do with that thing. But like I said, tiny little microwave, brand I've never heard of, probably aluminum, not worried about it. But it's weird, like there's no screws on the side. There's like a screw hole in the bottom and no place for a screw. So this thing's weird. It probably is. You can't see. I can see it's like that pink purple on the fan, so it's probably junk. There's security on it. So we'll crack this open real quick. Alright, so all done trash picking. Not a whole lot out. It wasn't not a lot out. There was competition out. I seen them. What was it over there? What was it, 2-3 streets over? I seen them loading up something in the back of the truck. I didn't see what it was. They had a decent sized load. And I know there was another pile of metal somewhere else. Yeah, that was further up the street that was gone. And that's definitely seemed like the direction they came from. So there was that. But over by a grocery store, out on the curb, there was a pile of metal that was still there. So I don't know if it's something like, as soon as they see me, they leave. They just leave the area, even though they can clearly see I'm on a bike and trailer, and I'm not getting anything big. There's still big things out there that I can't take on the trailer, but they always seem to just leave. Like they're intimidated or something, and they just leave the area. They leave this little section because I'll see stuff like that where there's other piles of big metal and they're nowhere to be found. And so, like I said, it seems like they're intimidated by the guy on a bike and with the trailer and just leave. I don't know. I guess they figured they'll just leave it to me. They're cool and just will leave whatever's out there for me. So, anyways, like I said, not a whole lot out there. This is from the earlier load. there's this light ballast, which I seen earlier. When I went to go to turn around for it, the homeowner pulled up, so I just abandoned the mission. And that was when I was out getting the microwave earlier, which is right there. I got it all scrapped out. Aluminum, of course. The fan windings, I didn't even check. Just throw it in motors and be done with it. I gotta remember, we just gotta take that piece of brass off that pipe before we go to the scrapyard. But I say, as soon as I passed them, I seen this on top of a recycle tote. I assume it's aluminum. I didn't even actually check it. I just assumed that's what it was. So I'm just gonna check that now. That's just what I assumed it was, because it definitely looks like a nice piece of aluminum. So this headlight, I need to get a new headlight. This one, it keeps falling down. Yeah, it's aluminum. So, and then this little bundle of stuff. I think one piece, that white piece, is aluminum. The rest of it's steel. Whatever, not a big deal. A couple little things. And then up the street, these two more of the aluminum chairs. You know, those old beach chairs. I don't know if they're any good or not. I just loaded them and kept going. But as I did that, right when I turned around, they were coming home. James was out practicing parallel parking. So they were coming down the street right as I went and did that. And they must be out driving because James's truck's not here. So they must have went out practice driving. Whoops, sorry. His road test is coming up soon. I think it's next week. This week? Next week? This week, I think. So he's practicing. Anyways, I did see this. There was a box with a different thing that I thought was an aluminum pot. It's not, which is what caught my attention. Then when I stopped looking at the boxes, I seen there was this, bakeware crap. So I stopped. So I just grabbed this and just took the whole box. I can see it's pretty much all metal, and it's, obviously I'll just put whatever garbage is in the boxes in our own, because it is, because obviously it's trash day tomorrow. So, it looks, I think most of it's steel. I kind of did quickly put the magnet on a couple things. That bowl, I think that's an aluminum bowl. And this bottom piece, I think, is aluminum. The rest of this, I'm pretty sure, is just steel junk. But look at this. Vintage. Little mold set. They're steel pieces of junk. I don't know. I figured I'll look it up real quick, see if it's worth anything. Probably not. Probably just scrap. Well, there's 2 Craftsman battery chargers. What was that, last week? I think it's in the pile to take down. James is going to take downstairs. So like I said, I'll go through these. If there's anything special, I'll bring you back. But other than that, that's it for this week. Slow week, that's for sure. Which I'm kind of expecting as we get, obviously, closer to winter time. It's going to get slower and slower and slower, especially if there's competition out. So, really, this is actually to be expected when you really think about it. Unless we get one more last warm weekend, or maybe towards the end of the month. If, like I said, if there's towards the end of the month a nice weekend, there might be a lot of people doing quick, putting all the summer stuff away, putting Halloween decorations away and crap, and getting ready for true winter. There might be something then, but other than that, I'm not expecting anything else really for the rest of the year. So, scrap run this week. Hopefully, we will get the crap out of here. So, until that video, we'll see you next week.